Hey guys, all right, so I'm back again for the second part. I'm gonna do several segments. This is just segment number 2 of a little different type of a workout than I normally do on my channel. So this workout is a balance workout, and it's designed to help with your balance when walking and to prevent falls. So I have a friend, Jackson, and he's also Dan's friend, and he has a neurological degenerative, it's a mouthful, disorder. And so we're designing a few workouts for him to help with balance, but they're helpful for anybody who wants to work on their balance, to help with walking, and again, to prevent falls. So this is the second one, and Dan is gonna be in this with me for Jackson. So here's what you need for this workout. You need a chair, and then you need a pillow. So I got my pillow, Dan got his. And then if you are worried about your stability, grab a second chair or put your chair up next to a wall so that you've got something to hold on to next to you. We will be sitting down and standing up and working on our balance. So you need a chair that you can sit in. And then if you feel more comfortable, you can also have a chair next to you so that you can have something to hold on to, all right? So we're gonna kind of work through into more difficult moves as we go. So we're gonna start out, we don't need our pillow to start with, and we are gonna start in the seated position. So go ahead and have a seat. And I wanna start just kind of getting balance sitting up in a chair. So sit up straight and about hip width apart, get them nice and flat on the ground. All right, feel the ground. We're gonna put our hands right on our legs. Take a couple big deep breaths, and then what I would like to do is start leaning or rotating. Let's go. Remember, when I say left, that means right. So we're gonna start rotating to the left, and we're gonna draw a big circle with our head from the hips, all right? So I want you to make it as big as you feel comfortable. If you feel wobbly on your chair, feel like you might fall off, then you can make your circles smaller, like this. But if you feel comfortable, make those circles nice and big because we want to shift our weight a little bit. So not only does this help us with balance, isn't this fun?
This is fun.
Not only does this help with balance, but it also helps with core strength. All right, you can do as many of these as you want. You can obviously hit pause and do more than I'm asking you to do, but me and Dan are gonna try not to smack each other in the head, and we are gonna do 2 more big circles. So we've got 2, and then 1 more. And then you probably could guess, we have to go like a well-oiled machine around here. Weight, kind of shift in your feet too as you go, right? So one side and then let's do 2 more. May as well make it even. All right, nice. Let's just sit up nice and straight. And now I told you we were going to stand up and sit down. This does several things. Obviously, it helps with balance when we're standing up out of a chair. But this is also a strength move, which is going to benefit us all around. So we're going to start out just standing up out of our chair. Feet are still going to be about hip width apart, and then we're going to sit back down. Take your time. If you need your second chair next to you to hold on to, grab that. All right, you ready, Dan? Okay, here we go. We're going to stand all the way up. Take a second, make sure you're balanced, make sure you're not wobbly. Then we're going to sit down, but don't miss your chair, all right? So make sure you know where that chair is and sit down. And we're going to do a few of these. So go ahead and stand up again. Work to stand up and sit down without holding on to anything. But again, start where you're at. So if you need to hold on to something while you do this, start there. Make sure that you're safe. But we're working up to being able to stand up and sit down without holding on to anything. And sit down. Let's do 2 more. Here we go. 2. You can do more than I'm asking you to do because all it's going to do is make you stronger anyways. This is a strength move. So you can do 10 or 20 if you want. Go ahead and stand up. And then we're going to sit down. All right, we're gonna build on this before we grab our pillow. We're gonna stand up, make sure we're nice and stable, and then we're gonna come up on our toes. All right, after we stand up. Ready? Let's do it. Stand all the way up. Come up on your toes. Woo, and then come back down and sit. Okay? Let's try it again. Stand up. Obviously, I need to work on my balance here. Up on those toes. Come back down. Doing this without holding on to anything. Try to stay up on those toes for a second. Come down and sit. All right, can we do 2 more? Here we go. Stand up. Up on your toes. Back. Oh, I gotcha. Sit down. 1 more. Here we go. Up. Come up on your toes. Flat-footed. And down. All right, we're going to build on this. We're going to work on standing up and then taking a step forward. Again, this is going to throw our weight forward. We're going to have to work on that balance. So let me make sure my pillow's out of the way for now. Okay, let's step forward with our left. All right, you ready? Here we go. We're going to stand up. Take a step forward, shift that weight forward, and then you're going to come back to start and sit down and make sure you don't miss your chair. I've done that before, so I'm paranoid about it. Here we go. Stand up. Take a step forward, same leg. Shift your weight forward. Make sure you're nice and stable. Come back. Regroup here at center, and then sit down. All right, let's do 2 more. We're going up. We're going to step forward, and then sit down. Last one. I'm going to keep reminding you, you can do more than I'm asking you to do if you want. Just hit it. So stand up. Step forward with the right. Shift that weight forward. Come back to start. And sit down. Let's do 3 of these. So we'll stand. We can do 20. It'll just make us get a little stronger. Step forward. Come back to start. And down. What did I say? 3. So we have 2 more. Up. Step forward. Shift that weight forward. Come back to center. And down. And we're on our last one. So here we go. Up. Step forward. Come back to center. And sit down. All right, we're gonna regroup, we're gonna catch our breath. If you wanna do a few extra, go ahead. If you're feeling fairly stable going through what I just asked you to do, we are gonna make it a little bit more challenging by adding a pillow. So Dan gets to stay right there. I'm gonna bring him his pillow. He's gonna stick his feet on the pillow. If you feel like you still were feeling pretty wobbly through that first set, you can do this second set without a pillow because we're going to stand up and sit down with our feet on the pillow. So what that is going to do is make us less stable. So if you're not feeling like you're quite ready for the pillow yet, get it out of the way. Make sure you have something to hold on to if you need it. So we're going to start out the way we started out on the chair before. We just want to sit up nice and set your feet there on your pillow, and we're going to stand up. Get our bearings, and then sit back down. You ready? Here we go. Bring it up. Make sure you're nice and stable and balanced. Take your time, and then sit down. We're going to do a few of these. Here we go again. Stand up. Not only are we improving balance, but we're increasing our strength. So do as many of these as you want. Do them until your legs are on fire if you want to. And go ahead and sit. Let's do 3 more. We're going to stand up. And sit. What did I say? 2 more. Up. I need someone here just to keep count for me. And down. And last one, we're going to go up. And sit down. Now, I am going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge me, and I'm going to challenge Dan, because I know what's coming next, and it's pretty hard. So be ready for this one. Don't get discouraged. Just do your best. We're going to stand up and come up on our toes. Now, I was having a hard time even without the pillow. So this is going to take some concentration. Stick with the pillow if you can. If you need to get rid of it, go ahead. We're going to stand up, come up on our toes, back to neutral, and then sit. You ready for it? Here we go. Up. Come up on your toes. Woo. Back down on those heels and sit. So work on getting as high up on your toes as you can. If you're just able to barely get those heels off the ground right now, that's okay. And stand up. If you can't come up on your toes at all, that's okay too. You can just continue to sit down and stand up. Figure out where you're at, and then we'll just work on it and build. Come up on those toes. Come back. and down. All right, let's see if we can hold it up there for a little bit longer. We're up, toes, down. Oh, nice. I think you beat me. 2 more. Here we go. Up on your toes, and down. I gotta see if I can beat down. Here we go. Last one. Up on your toes. Do I need to push you over? Nice. Come down on your heels, and then we're gonna sit down. All right, catch your breath. Without the pillow, we did the stand up and the step forward. So now we're gonna do that with this pillow. Try to keep it here if you can, move it if you can't. Let's start stepping forward with our left leg. Ready? Let's go. Up. You're gonna take that step forward, so you have to step off your pillow, shift your weight forward, come back on the pillow, and sit down. See if you can do that without holding on to anything. Go ahead and same leg, step forward. Nice, come back. Take your time. If you're a little bit slower, that's fine. Bring it forward, come back on your pillow, and sit down. Last one, I'm flattening out my pillow here. Stand up, step forward, come back on that pillow, and we're gonna sit. Whew, I need to catch my breath. Okay, other leg, ready? Here we go, up. You're gonna step forward off your pillow, shift that weight forward, and then come back and have a seat. All right, we're up. Step forward, back on the pillow, and sit. 2 more, here we go, up. Step forward, we're coming back. Have a seat, last one. Up, step, come back, and sit. Okay, you did not think that I was gonna go that easy on you today. I don't think so. So let's move the pillow. We're gonna try some balance moves without the pillows on one leg. As always, and I'll say this a million times through class, because I want you to be real careful and I want you to be fine with starting where you're at. Have something to hold on to here if you need it. And if you're not quite ready to go onto one leg, you can just stand up and keep both feet down. But we're gonna start out just standing up, centering ourselves on both feet, and then I'm gonna tell you where to go. You ready? Here we go, stand it up. We're just gonna make sure that we're nice and stable, and I wanna try these hand movements that I'm gonna throw at you that take us off balance a little bit. We're gonna try them first with both feet down. See how we feel, all right? So, both feet firmly planted on the ground, no pillow. We're gonna take both hands and I want you to clasp them together in front of you, all right? So this kind of puts our weight out in front of us, throws you off balance a little bit. Get comfortable, feel as balanced as you can with those arms out in front. Yeah. Nice, now I want you to come back in front again, and we're gonna move our hands over to the right, just your arms, not your body. So just move arms over to the right. So it kind of shifts your balance this way. How are you feeling? And then we're gonna come back to center, and then we're gonna move our arms over to the left. And then we're gonna come back, and you can drop your arms. All right, so evaluate here. How do I feel with both feet down? If you're feeling pretty good with both feet down, we're gonna do the same arm movements on one leg. If you're not feeling comfortable on one leg, do it again with 2, okay? So let's try being on our right leg. And here's 2 options when moving to one leg. We're gonna shift all of our weight to our right leg. All of your weight is still in your right leg, but you've got a little balance keeping that toe on the ground. If you need to keep your toe on the ground, do. If you feel like you can try this with your leg completely off the ground, then work on balancing on one leg. So we have 3 options. You can do this with both feet, just a toe down, or you can lift your leg up all together, all right? So I'm gonna try with my leg up all together, and we'll see how it goes. Dan, you choose if you want your toe or that leg all the way up. He's competitive. I know he's gonna try to clasp your hands together. Okay, now we're gonna bring them up low. How are you feeling? And then we're gonna take them over to the right. I'm wobbly. Come back to center and over to the left. Back to center, drop your arms. All right, now we're gonna put this leg down, breath for a second, and we're gonna do the same thing with our weight in this other leg. So you got options, up either on a toe, or you can lift your leg all the way up. I'm gonna try it on this leg. All the way up, see if I can get my balance. Out in front, breathe, bring it up. Nice, we're gonna bring it right out in front.
I have a call.
Okay, we're gonna take our arms over to the right.
Mom, are you gonna have a class?
Yeah, hold on for a second, okay, Braden? Take it back to center. And over to the left. Nice, we're gonna come back to center. Can you put your arms down without putting your leg down? Beautiful, and then we're gonna come back to flat-footed. All right, so for today, that's it. I want you to work on that. Braden's saying hi too. Just wait for a second, okay? So you can do this at your own pace. You can choose to throw the pillow underneath you or not. You can choose to go to one leg or not, and you can do a few more repetitions that I'm asking you to do. But work on your balance. Let me know how you feel after completing this workout, and we'll keep them coming, and we can work on our balance together. Great job.